Hello everyone, I'm Sarah and I run Jigsaw-Drama, which is a company I have created using my background in primary school teaching and my master's degree in drama. I run classes which promote a love of reading, and we do that by bringing stories to life using the power of drama. We use all sorts of different activities to bring our stories to life, from role play, sensory play. I have lots of sensory props that we use to help stimulate our little ones' imaginations. We also do lots of singing and sign language and get our children up on their feet, acting out stories, bringing them to life, diving into those books in order to really enrich their education and work on their developmental milestones. Now, books and reading and storytelling can be a really good tool to help you with your little one's emotions and help you if they are having those wobblers. I'm a mum of two, and so I have really developed my knowledge and understanding of how books can really help, from going from a primary school teacher using books in the classroom to now being a mum where I'm using books in our everyday life. And I think reading is such a key way of helping our little ones. It develops their language skills so they can communicate with us better. There are all sorts of wonderful books out there that help your little ones understand their feelings and emotions. There are books like The Colour Monster, which classifies those feelings and emotions into colours. Barbara Throws a Wobbler is a fantastic book that I absolutely love, and I've used the notion of Barbara has a wobbler which she has to blow and squish and get rid of, and I use that with my little girl when she is frustrated or angry about something. We squeeze it, we get rid of it, that physical thing that you can get your little one to do, and then reading it in the book gives them a something tangible that they can see, and Barbara's doing it. You can then say to your little one, do the same as Barbara, squish your wobbler, blow it away. We do lots of blowing and breathing in my classes. Blowing bubbles is a popular, very popular one. So reading books can really help. Also, making up stories. In those situations and scenarios where you don't have a book to hand, then making up a story can be a really great way to help calm and de-escalate your little one. If you've got a book, great, it's a really great calming mechanism. But if you haven't got a book to hand, then just making up a story yourself can help sort of switch whatever is going on in your little one's minds and get them focusing on an imaginary world that you are creating. Listening to your voice can really help calm and soothe them. And I know that making up stories can be a bit of a daunting task, so a few little tips for you for making up stories. Firstly, come up with a setting. It could be a setting that's relatable to your little one. Maybe you've just been to the zoo or you've just been to the beach. Use that as your setting for your story. Second, pick a character that your little one recognises. It could be something off of the telly or off of a film that they're enjoying at that time, or it could be a cuddly toy or a Barbie or a dinosaur, digger, anything. Pick a character that can be part of your story, and then use a story mountain kind of structure where you start at the bottom of the mountain and you work up to some sort of problem, disaster, something happens, and then work back down the story mountain as it comes to a close and a conclusion. So that might just help you, a few little tips there to think about when you're actually creating your stories. And I've had this work for me I like to give the example of my little girl was in her bedroom. She was trying to build something with Mega Blocks, and it kept falling down. She gets getting herself really, really wound up and frustrated. And so I just took her out of the situation. I went and laid down on her bed, and I said, "Come join me. I'm going to tell you a story all about Sammy Seal." And Sammy Seal was a seal that we saw when we were away on holiday. She's got that recognition, and she laid down with me. I made up the story, and then she went back to the blocks, and she was in a much calmer state and able to carry on with what she was doing, and also then able to say to me, "Mummy, can you help?" And I helped her with whatever the problem was. Stories can also, you can integrate things into it that maybe you want to help your child with. So if they've maybe had something happen that day where they've been, snatching a toy, or they've pushed, or they've got frustrated about something, or anything really, anything that's going on in your little one's life that you want to kind of make into a learning moment, slot it inside the story. So Sammy Seal had been feeling really frustrated and angry, and he lashed out with his fin and knocked a little octopus off of a rock. The octopus was really, really sad and upset, and then Sammy felt really bad that he'd done the wrong thing. So you're not telling your child off. You're not sort of in the moment that it's happened, trying to teach them. Instead, later on, when they're calm, in a story setting, slot in what the character has done that maybe your child has also done, and add in what Sammy Seal should have done to the octopus, and how he can then make things better having hurt the octopus, for example. Reading books, making up stories, I think are real ways that you can help your little one with their emotions and their wobblers. I like I say, run classes regularly in Chelmsford and Whittam. If you're interested in my classes, then you can visit www.jigsaw-drama.co.uk. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram. I appreciate, though, that not everybody may be local to this area. So I run a free Facebook group, which is called Jigsaw Drama's Book Club. And in my book club, we focus on a different book each month. And I post all sorts of activities and ideas that you can do in relation to the book. So if you'd like to come and join us, then you would be most welcome. Also on my Instagram page, I post every Saturday or Sunday my book suggestions, and I get lots of people messaging me asking for different book suggestions depending on their child's age, or maybe they want to help their little one with something in particular. Had a message from a mum today who's expecting her second baby. Were there any books that I could recommend to help with that? So I'm always open to any messages or questions that you might have. I also post tips on how you can read to your child and how you can get them engaged in stories. So please follow on Facebook or Instagram, or you can email me directly if you would like to. It's sarah@jigsaw-drama.co.uk. Thank you very much. Bye.